All right, what is up everyone? We are back and today we are doing a little Scott Stokely disc review. Let's get into it. All right, so a few weeks ago, Scott Stokely passed through the store. We didn't have any Stokely discs in stock, so we did our due diligence and we got some. And today I'm finally getting the opportunity to kind of test them out. We have 5 molds. I believe he has 2 that are PDGA approved. They're just not out yet. I'd love to get a chance to throw those when those come out. But we have 5 molds here. We'll just start from the putters and go all the way up. So the first thing is we have the Rin. Now I have thrown this and the next disc before when they were like in their prototype beginning stages. These were the only 2 molds. The Rin is just a putter, beadless putter, not super deep in the hands. This plastic is actually really tacky, grippy. It's their Strato plastic. Feels really good in the hand, so we'll see how that flies. This is the other one I've thrown. This is the Cardinal. I think it's very rock-esque, rock 3 maybe, just nice stable mid-range. This is their thermoplastic, 540 2.5 on the number, so yeah, pretty stable there. Again, really grippy plastic, especially with how sweaty I am already. Should do well. Up next, oh, I forgot about this one. This is the Owl. This is like a Zone-esque type disc, 4.3, 0.5, 3.5, just super overstable approach. I've heard Chandler Fry like loves this disc. I don't know how much he throws it now since he's kind of back with Discraft. This is also their Strato. I think this is kind of a base plastic, it feels like. Very tacky, very grippy. Then we've got their Fairway. This is the Lark. Just a straight driver. It's 7.5, negative 1.5, 1.5. So basically like that Cicada, that Passion type disc. Pretty straight. We're gonna throw these backhand, forehand today, just see how they fly. I think this is miso plastic. This is kind of like their Champion gummier plastic. And then lastly, we have the Peregrine, which I think I said that right, Peregrine, which is just overstable, high-speed thermoplastic, very based on feel, Destroyer-esque. This is in their thermoplastic. So this is the plastic that like when they first came out with the Cardinal and the Rin that came out in this. Gonna be really, really stable, I'm assuming, which is nice, very usable for me. So we're gonna play 9 holes here at Tom Watkins and throw them all, probably not all off each tee. There might be a couple of those, but just try to get some different shot shapes and stuff and just see how they fly. 'Cause I feel like, you know, outside of the major manufacturers, some of these smaller companies, even though Stokely Disc is very well known, probably don't get as much love as they should. So we're gonna see today. Okay, so like I said, yeah, we're playing 9 holes. We're starting at 309 foot par 3, dead straight, perfectly fine. We're gonna probably go Cardinal, Lark, Peregrine off rip here. Probably backhand, forehand, I think. We'll throw a Peregrine forehand just because it is so stable. So let's see. I am probably gonna have to throw this Cardinal on a bit of Anheuser. It's a little headwindy, so we'll still keep it on Anheuser just to kind of see how it holds up. I don't think I really threw it on Anheuser. Noticeably stable though, wow. All right, next up is the Lark, and I will say this miso plastic, it's just been sitting in the grass for a couple minutes now. Very, very bendy. So if you're into that, good. If not, it does it. She looks pretty good. Get down. Right in front, that was pretty nose up, which I think is why it didn't turn a lot. Kind of pulled it on my best work, but we got 8 more holes. All right, Peregrine on the forehand. Basically do anything but miss this tree. Missing right is definitely like ideal. Yeah, definitely stable. I didn't throw it super hard because the hole is only 300 feet, but that got out really quick. So I don't know, I think it's good to do that because now I have a decent baseline of what the rest of the holes are gonna look like as far as those discs go. So we'll see. I think maybe a couple times too, I'll throw that Owl as like an approach type shot, like to maybe like whatever my furthest disc is on some of the longer holes out here, just to kind of see, because I mean, you can obviously throw it off the tee, you can do whatever you want with it, but I think it's definitely like an approach type disc, so we'll give it, you know, an opportunity for that as well. All right, so I've changed my mind adjacent. Basically, I think what we'll do is we will just play from like the first or maybe the longest, and that way we can putt with the Rin and approach with the Owl. So then we're gonna go ahead and throw the approach here. Yeah, I mean, not super telling, but like as far as the approach disc goes, it's gonna do that. You know, it's very zone OS feel in the hands, like kind of blocky, but I don't hate it. Stay up. Dang it, I knew it was short the whole way, but that's why you ask it, you know, just in case. All right, I think that was a fine hole 1. Hole 2 here, we're looking at 245. Another straight, but you kind of either go hyzer forehand, hyzer backhand. There's just trees everywhere. OB is technically the sidewalk, but I'm not gonna play that just because I want to throw the shots I want to throw. We are gonna go probably down in speed, so we'll go cardinal, then we'll go owl, then we'll go Rin here. Same way, I'm just looking to nice smooth hyzer, let it crash in, and probably just have to like progressively throw it harder. I wanted that wider, but I mean, you can just see, it is a little tailwind, but you could see how quickly that wanted to just start fading. This one should be interesting. What is it? Yeah, 0.5, 3.5 on the turn and fade. So this is gonna be really, really stable. Yeah, get through. Oh, I mean, that's a tree miss, but still, like I feel like I got pretty good anhyzer on that, and like that was coming out almost immediately. So Rin, I don't think is as stable. It's negative 0.51, so pretty straight putter. So I think I'm just gonna go slight bit of hyzer and just gonna go low, like right at the basket. Just like that. Okay, obviously we're only 2 holes in now, not even done with 2 holes. I would say everything is flying as advertised, which is really nice, but that's also like a cool thing that Scott does is when he comes out with a new disc, I forget if he sends it to people or they become available, but you don't really know the flight numbers. You have an idea if it's gonna be stable or not, you know what I mean? But he gets the flight numbers from us as the consumer, basically. We are the reviewers, so it's kind of cool. People throwing the disc at putt. All right, hole 3, we're looking at 365. Again, I love this course because it's just straight shot. You can really just put the disc on whatever angle you want. I'm gonna go peregrine and lark, probably forehand on the peregrine, backhand on the lark. We do have very minimal headwind, so we'll see not how they hold up because I don't think it's gonna do much, but just see if there is gonna be any turn and fade. I'm really gonna throw this how I would throw my Crave on this hole because it's pretty much the same disc, and see how similar it is. This one, whoa, whoa, whoa. Peregrine is just gonna be big forehand, out wide, let it crash in. All right, I think let's go lark first, backhand. I'm gonna try to hit it really hard. I basically, anytime I play this hole, I just play for deep of the basket. I'm just trying to throw it past. I hope you can see that. That turned a lot, maybe pulled it a bit. I mean, that's good distance. I pulled it a bit. I really hope you can see that. Man, that's just not coming out clean. That is really stable though. Wow. Okay, my discs are up higher, but I think, I was like, this is a nice open spot. This is a good little chip owl shot. So I'm gonna put it on a touch of anhyzer and just see how it fights, you know? A little bit, pretty low, probably nose down, but I mean, that's pretty standard for an approach, I feel like. All right, the lark wasn't bad. Definitely C2 out to the right of the basket, so we're gonna give it the old college try on the jump putt here. Too high, I think. Yeah. Hole 4, we're looking at 220. Again, kind of straight, but you do have this light pull to miss. You kind of have low ceiling. I think I'm gonna try to throw the Rin kind of how I threw it 2 holes ago, I believe. And then I think I'm gonna go like really big flex forehand with this and just see how much fight it has at the end. Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of a point and shoot putter. Really, I mean, at the end of the day, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, a little long actually. I don't know why, I forget what the glide is on that. I'll check again, but that very low glide, like as soon as it starts getting on anhyzer or hyzer back the other way, I guess, I threw a forehand, it's just like, I want to be on the ground. So that's interesting. But I mean, It's not bad as far as approach goes, because like that's why I like the Berg so much, because of the low glides. Like I can throw it hard with no real risk of going like super long of the basket. All right, I think this is hole 5. I think we're just gonna let them all eat here. We're looking at like 290-ish. So I think we're just gonna throw everything at the basket for this one, because why not? I will say, so far the favorites are the Wren and the Lark. Those to me have been the best feeling. I've got the best flights out of them, but yeah, I don't know, I like them. I mean, yeah, that disc is just point and shoot. Oh, so stable. I do it every time. I mean, you can probably see it. The tee pad is facing this way. The basket is like 45 degrees, especially off this corner. I step off the tee pad once every time. Holy cow, that thing goes far. Wow, yeah, that was cooking. That was awesome, actually. I love that throw. I've been maybe through that 50%, like just try to throw something nice and smooth, but that was cool. Yeah, that is way more stable than the numbers are letting on. Low, I mean, I need to look at that again, holy cow. I mean, as it stands, I don't know if the Lark would go in the bag like immediately. However, like if I ever lose that crave that I have, or it gets too flippy or whatever it may be, I could definitely see that being the replacement for it, for sure. Ah, never mind, it just goes in. That was cool. Okay, hole 6, we're looking 304, just over 300. It's playing up and to the left. It's just a backhand hyzer that gradually falls. So I think we're gonna go Cardinal, then Lark on hyzer and see if it's gonna flip at all. And I'm gonna try to hit it pretty hard just to see, and then Peregrine, because we know this is gonna be stable. Yeah, that's not gonna make it. We'll pick that up in a second. I didn't feel good about that one. Dude, that's too high, stupid dummy. Oh, see, that's far enough away that for science, I should probably go pick it up, but I really don't want to. If the Peregrine goes further than the Lark, I'm not picking that up. Holy stable. I think I just wrapped the band too. Let me go pick up that Cardinal real quick, actually. Or go wide but not as wide, dude, you're so bad. All right, yeah, the Peregrine is like, I mean, it's base, so we're gonna go straddle out here from the Lark with the Wren. Little jumper, this would be cool to make. Swing. Ah. All right, this is just another one of those let it eat holes. It's only 323 feet, but it plays way longer for whatever reason. Like I feel like I never make it there. So we'll probably go Cardinal, Lark, Peregrine, and basically just throw them as hard as I can. All right, Cardinal up first. Basically just gonna try to hit this light pole and have it fade in front or behind, but hopefully get there. I feel like I got a pretty good beat on that, and I bet I'm short circle 2. Good night. This just comes out so fast. Definitely needed more hyzer. Goodness gracious. Get off the pole. Oh, that was a really good line. I just destroyed my fingernail. Okay, suspicions were correct. Probably actually, I mean, it's just outside of circle, but still, like, I only threw that 290 feet. Like, and I've never ranged it, but it feels way longer than 323 or whatever it was. Oh, get up. Dang it. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what happened. I know the battery just died, but I went back and the last hole I just played, nowhere to be found on the camera. So that's a bit unfortunate. Also, my Peregrine that I threw on this hole is maybe like 10, 15 feet. I'm gonna throw the Lark and then we're gonna go play the hole that we missed and finish it up on that one. So kind of unfortunate. Turn. Oh, it's so sick though. If I could have got that out wider, that would have been so good. I'm kind of annoyed at what just happened, but I will say, I'll just explain, I guess. This hole, 360, playing down the hill, in the shade down there. Pair grind was good, threw it forehand. I was doing flip up forehand with that lark. It flipped up for sure. I just threw it too inside. Had I thrown it straight, it would have been just fine. But yeah, it's kind of annoying because it's really hot outside and I just lost that and have to do it again. But we are going to go back, play that hole. I threw the Wren, Owl, and the Cardinal, and actually threw really good shots. So hopefully we can replicate it and then get out of here because it's hot. All right, we'll put this one out. But yeah, for reference, this is where my pair grind was. So I can actually make a putt. Yeah. Man, that putter feels really good. Okay, take two for me, take one for you guys, unfortunately. Hole 5, 250, playing up the hill, probably playing, maybe 255, 260. I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did the first time, and Wren backhand straight at it, Cardinal hyzer backhand, and then we're gonna do like kind of flex forehandy with the Owl. Yeah. Oh, that slipped out of my hands. Yeesh. That was probably one of the uglier shots I've thrown. That wobble was insane. Oh, come on. Get down. These discs just seem to jump out of your hands pretty quickly. We're done. That is it for Stokely discs. Honestly, super solid lineup. I don't think I disliked any of them. The pair grind was probably the one I would be least likely to throw just because it was so stable. I think if there was something, I guess, less stable, you know what I mean, but more like race-like, and that was definitely not even Destroyer, but that was probably like Excalibur or Halo Destroyer, if you want to go that far. Instability, which is obviously still usable, but it's just very, very, very stable. However, very, any of those could have slots in your bag for sure. The Wren, great thrower, great feeling putter, shallow beadless putter, which I actually put beaded putters, but those felt really, really good. That plastic is like incredible. The Owl, nice overstable Zone OS type disc, very usable. I had that in the base plastic, but they have premium plastic ones, so definitely something to try out. The Cardinal, nice stable mid, good disc. Actually had a little more glide than I was expecting, to be honest with you. They just went pretty far for a stable mid like that. The Lark, I think, was my best favorite of the bunch. That thing just cruised. It jumped out of the hands like crazy. Great feeling plastic, that miso plastic, and it's just like a very beginner friendly, but also like advanced disc, like either way you want to look at it. I do think that was a lighter weight one, so that's probably why it was getting a little more turn. For those bigger arms, you know, that maybe think that's too understable for you, just get a heavier weight and I'm sure it'll fly great. And then lastly, again, the pair grind, just really, really stable. Didn't hate it, didn't love it, very neutral, but that is all I got for you today. Scott Stokely making some great plastic, new stuff on the way, I believe, even new plastics in those molds. So a lot of new stuff coming his way. We do have some in the shop, not much at the moment, but I do believe we do plan on getting more. So check it out over ozarkmadness.com over there. But that is all I got for you today. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 3K. 3,000 subscribers. We'd love to have that by the end of the year. And we're making pretty good progress, definitely more than I thought we were going to. And that's all because of you guys. So I thank you. We appreciate you a ton. Ozark Madness to the moon. We'll see you in the next one.